Tekashi's out, so maybe you might do
Nah,
Snitch 2.
tekashi, that's my little man, yo. You know what?
All
It's
right.
funny because this the thing, right? He's young, bro. His generation and our generation ain't the same. We
Yeah.
got to teach them different. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand when kids get in a situation like that, and I look at him still as a young OG, like a young G that was surrounded by a whole bunch of people that didn't inform him or that didn't educate him properly as to what he was getting himself into. You got to understand when, as just human nature, when people getting caught up in situations, they're going to follow their survival instinct immediately. And you got to know that. If I'm an OG, I'm not going to put somebody that young, that inexperienced, or that uneducated to the streets like that in a situation where I know that if we get caught up, there may be a possibility that he might fold on it. You follow what I'm saying? He has, like, he's young. He hasn't been in the game that long to see the value of what that is. And then when you stop and you have to, like, literally decide what's more valuable to me, my family, my future as a child now, versus me doing this and don't know what my future leads to. You got to make a decision that's going to better you at what you understand life to be at that moment in time. Now, me and you, there ain't no excuses because we've been through the trenches. We understand what that is. We can't do that and get away with it. We just can't because we know better. Exactly. You follow what I'm saying? People like Tekashi, we just gotta teach them because he's not the only one out there like that. That whole generation is like that. So we gotta teach them better. We gotta give them a better understanding of what they're walking into, what the implications are, and more than anything, what that fucking punishment becomes. So until you're ready for that, don't get caught up in that. And don't surround yourself around people that's gonna put you in that situation. There's no reason why he should have even been in the position where he snitched. His homie should have took that for him. Yeah. Them niggas that claim to be real G's and all that, they should have took that for him. Because he's the football. You always protect the football. You don't never put the artist in a situation where he has to cover for y'all. Get around to make sure he's covered and protected. So that way everybody's future is covered. So but if you got people around you that's supposed to protect you and protect the future of what this group represents, and then those niggas looking like there's no like future or no security towards you, bro, you're gonna protect yourself at that point. And that's just the bottom line. There's nobody that surrounds me that if I went through something like that, they wouldn't take the hit for me. I know for a fact I wouldn't have to worry about that because one of my homies is going to take that. And I'm going to make sure he's straight, his family's straight, and everybody that's surrounded or connected to that somehow is good. And that's just what it is.
You made millions from this kid. You know what I'm saying?
Millions. Well, what more do you want from this nigga? You want his life too? Come on, bro. Like, this nigga's young. Like, come on, man. To me, I just didn't agree with that. And I know there's codes that we live by, whatever the case, but these codes have rules attached to them, and then there's morals attached to those rules. And if any one of them are broken, man, it's fair game, bro. Because I know me as the way I know today, I'm not doing nothing that, if I plan to go there or do anything, I'm doing it by myself. I'm not involving nobody. I'm going to go ahead quietly, do what I got to do, and go back, jump on that stage, and nothing happened, bro. On everything. I'm not about to involve nobody and then expect that person to cherish or humble himself for my life as if he would do it for his own. Everybody, it's always going to be to each his own. It's just a matter of pressure that you apply on somebody that determines how long they keep that vow towards you. And everybody going to crack. And everybody has the possibility to crack. Trust me, you can ask those Vietnamese soldiers who was built for that. They still crack. So you expect somebody that never been through that to not crack? Come on, bro. It don't even make sense.
That's a little look, man. You gave me another perspective of it. I think I got lost in, like, hearing, like, street-coded dudes talking about it. Then they don't look at.
But it be the same niggas talking street code that don't follow it themselves, bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to give you a list of rappers out there that we know that they've been caught in certain situations. And that
you see them all the time.
But the shit that's crazy.
A lot of
them. But it shows you how quick social media is. Like they put their snitch shit out there, and then it just goes away, and then the rapper's back in the light, like, hey, nothing happened. I'm the man again. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's two parts, right? You got life, and then you got your career. Don't ever mix your life with your career. The only part of life that you allow to be a part of your career is what you stand for as a person, as a man, and as a brand, because that also attaches to you as a person. But don't ever mix the two. You have to have your life completely separate from your career, period. So guess what? When your life is in the shambles, focus on that career. When your career is in the shambles, that means your life needs to be fixed. Either way, they go hand in hand, but they move parallel, but you cannot put them together. This is why a lot of rappers don't live to see the success, because they involve their personal life too much into the business.
Yeah. Well, you need to write a book on that shit, man, so these idiots can read that shit, man, and learn.
It's common sense. It's common sense. That's like involving family in business without teaching them first. Just because they family don't mean they should be a part of your business. But if they understand what business is, they done went to school, they understand their role, they come and bring something creative and valuable to the situation, then it's valuable for your family to be there. But half these Jewish people that's out there, they train their family to take the company over. They don't just say, oh, that's my son, take it over. No, they walk them through the process from childbirth. They teaching them what the next steps are to keep the family legacy going. African Americans, Africans, Haitians, anybody of minority of color, unfortunately, we just don't bring our kids up like that. We need to start. We need to start bringing them up with what we do and giving them the blueprint to what we're doing, so that way, if God forbid anything happened to us, they can take it over. You know what I mean? Because family businesses is what makes sense at the end of the day. That's how you keep your legacy moving, and the generation that come behind you don't have to struggle. But you got to think about that now.
Are you gonna download his album when he drops it?
Huh?
You gonna get Tekashi's album?
Man, I'm a feature on that record. I'm a feature. Matter of fact, I'm about to call Tekashi right now and say, yo, T, what we doing? I'm about to get on that record. hey, listen, who? I'm me, nigga. What you gonna do? You can't beat me up. I'm getting on that record. Man, listen, that record probably be the hottest record that dropped this year because of all that just think about all that surrounded this record. Even if you don't like them, you're going to get it downloaded just out of curiosity.
That's great.
But believe me, Tekashi got my support, bro.
That's a good
we
look,
gotta teach them, though. We got to teach them. We got to be there for them, man. We can't just pull, a brother down when they down, or kick them even harder when they down. That's the problem that we go through, because some of it come out of jealousy or envy, whatever the case, because he did blow up kind of fast, but people that blow up that fast ain't always luck. That kid is smart. He's super smart. Somehow he figured it out, because that algorithm that he had the whole world screaming his name. So he knows something. He ain't dumb. He understands the system now. So believe it or not, if it all plays together, it's God's will. And that's how I see it. This is God's will. I can't let man judge him, or judge me for that matter, for doing what I think is right.
I like the fact that you don't give a fuck too, Akon.
Man, fuck these niggas. I'm going to the
before you go,
that's my dog. I'm jumping on it. but 50 a little different, because 50's clever. Yeah. 50 came up under the controversy, but then he also knows how to, he remind me of Trump in a lot of ways. He'll shake you up, and he'll come and pat you on the back and give you a gift. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. but the thing is, he's such a good dude and super loyal. From what I've known him and being a friend with him for so many years, he's just he understands that this is just entertainment. Like, he don't never take it beyond entertainment. No matter how crazy or how serious it may look to be, he understands that this is still entertainment, and he does it in fun. Now, he don't do it with no malice in his heart, but I think sometimes the victims or the people that he chooses to get on, they may take it on a personal level, and the whole time, if you notice, he just be laughing at them. Because in his mind, he's like, man, it's just entertainment, bro. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? But don't get it wrong now. If you run up on him now, he going to handle his business. But that ain't 50's intent. That ain't 50's intent, man. 50's, man, he's super cool, man.
It's funny, because even back then, you knew about him getting blackballed and all that, and then you see why he's like that. A lot of people don't understand,
people hated on him. They try to stop the channels that he tried to walk through. They try to blackball him. So he had to make it his own way. Like, he literally went the mixtape route, dissed everybody, just to let everybody know I'm out here by myself, and I'm going to make this with or without you. And I think that attitude is what propelled him to where he is today.
As long as you don't get on his Instagram and he just calls you out, man.
Right.
Good, man.
Right. You know me, I'm just going to stick Michael Blackson on him. I'm like, yo, Blackson, get 50, man. They can talk about me, man. Hurry up, get this motherfucker.
Yo, you got to do another record with 50, man.
I got to, man. I got to.
Put it back in there, man.
I got to.
Yo, can you give me an explanation on this record that I stole from? I was hanging with Dr. Dre for a little bit in his studio, and when you turn on the Bluetooth, he didn't know I had my Bluetooth on, so I always play joints from Dr. Dre shit.
Right?
But he didn't know I was stealing mad shit from his shit. But till this day, you know, you're on the hook. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So you explain this record right here. This is crazy.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey, let it play. Music. Testing 1, 2, 3. Every day I'm on a block, man. Oh. 9mm on the waist and a walkman. Your boy can't stop talking. Tried to leave the life and came back again. Trying to make a
ridiculous, yo. What the fuck?
Trouble seems to follow me everywhere I go, man. Find myself doing the same thing. If I don't change, I'll be right back again. Hey, yeah, I think I might have did about at least 25 records around that time. For that was when we was all waiting for that Detox album. So
oh my God!
I was submitting records constantly. So I did so many records for that album, man. It's just crazy.
Man, how many of them tracks do you have, or did he keep it there? Because I want to release them.
Bro, I got a drive full of West Coast vibes like that, like. You have no idea. Like right now, I can do a whole album on just records that I submitted for that album on everything.
What's up with Nate Dogg? You never? I heard there was a rumor you and Nate Dogg was together on a record, man. I need that song, man.
Yeah, me and Nate got a chance to do one record together before he passed away. But I haven't heard the finishing product of that record yet. I know I laid the verses, but I haven't heard it, you know, since. Y'all know what it is, Dad.
Yo, it's about to be crazy, man. And shout out to the man that got Eminem on the only fucking
super dance record. What's up with him, man? What's up with him, man? What is he doing, yo?
He got a beard down, nigga. That nigga Muslim, yo. That nigga Muslim.
Huh?
He got a beard, yo. That nigga down.
MashaAllah. Yo, Eminem stands for Muhammad now.
Yo, I tried to get in Paul Rosenberg's laptop, but yeah, that shit is locked.
Yo, listen, him and Paul, that would be a crazy relationship, the Muslim and the Jew. Hey, remind me of me and Scooter Braun when we first started. That's my dog.
Yeah, that's a big look.
Hey, I'm telling you, those two when they come together, man, it's powerful, bro.
And shout out, so these new songs is in the next project that's coming out. When is that dropping, or you just letting these songs out first?
Oh no! Yeah, I'm dropping all my little Latin singles out now. Now I'm about to actually come with the actual domestic album that we're about to drop in the next 2 months. In the next 60 days, be prepared for another Akon album, bro. It's the stuff that everybody used to hear me do. It's back to the root now. Right now, I'm all over the place. I'm international. I'm just moving, doing my Afro beat, doing my Latin, just having fun with it. But I'm about to bring it all the way and consolidate it back to the root now in a minute.
Yeah, before you go, that Afro beat shit, like, why is there like fake videos of your music? They can't wait for you to produce your own videos. It's like mad leak songs. Like there's a song with you, Wizkid.
I don't know what it is, but I'm probably the most leaked artist in the universe. I don't know how these hackers get into my database, bro. I just don't. I think it's engineers working with them niggas because I don't keep none of my music open no more. Like in areas where I be online, so I don't know how these things are getting leaked. The only way is these studios are working with these hackers, but for some reason, every week there's about 5 to 10 new songs a day that's being leaked from me. I don't understand.
That's great.
I mean, yo, don't look at me, your computer, and I'm like, yo, how the hell you even get that shit? Like the record with Dre, how do you even get that? Like,
don't look at me, dogs. I see you. I thought y'all were in Cuba, but that was shot in Miami, right?
That was shot in Miami. That was shot in Miami at 305 Studios over there with Gil Green. Yeah, man.
Yo, you made me. You put that word in my head, that El Negrito, man.
El Negrito, papi.
You told that bitch to vomit.